gathering clips to make videos to get the week started right, and have to do this AM workout here. So I figured I would get on here like I normally do and stall for time. But while I'm stalling for time before this workout, I would I wanted to talk about modern women love to try to humble attractive, high value men. And they do this through the method of trying to ignore you, like trying to publicly seem like they're ignoring you, studying you like a book behind closed doors in their bed. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy KD. I'm out here in the middle of the night with some shades on as usual with these cherry blossoms behind me. Oh, sorry, I broke character for a second. I couldn't help it, man. You know, I have to give my, I gotta give my haters something to talk about. So I just, look, man, it's late or it's early, depending on where you're watching me from, man. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, keeping you entertained, you know what I'm saying, making sure the aesthetics are right. Is the lighting good right there? You see both? Yeah, so anyway. Now I was playing around. Look, man, you know what I'm saying? When you're attractive, when you're an attractive man and you have sex appeal, meaning like you're attractive, you know you're attractive, and you know how to use the features God gave you, you piss attractive women off. And they're gonna gaslight you and say that they do this parroting thing. Women do it, period. But they study what men say that they find attractive and they parrot it to you. So it's like gaslighting you. So you're extremely gaslit. So you have to know what you're talking about and keep yourself based, because you will see attractive women saying the same thing, but attractive women will have a network of friends, and all women are supporting women online, and then there are pandering males. Men have nobody. And if you're an attractive man and you're not, like, what do they call it, medium ugly, if you're an attractive man that's handsome, they don't want to tell you, because it is what women do. What women will do, again, like they said, what they do, they will, like when I watch these therapists that be online and these female dating coaches that talk about what they perceive that men do to humble them, they're projecting onto us what they're doing. See, when you know psychology, and you even when they're a therapist or so-called therapist, there's still women at the end of the day. And if they're not getting their back blown out in the bedroom, I don't care if they're dating someone, if they're an extremely attractive woman and they're looking at my lips as I'm talking and I'm using the features that God gave me, they're thinking about me using these lips, because I told you, I like to go down on the women that I'm with. You know what I'm saying? When you're a real man, especially when you're a man, you know what I'm saying, a grown man, you know that it adds to your dick game being able to go down there and handle your business. It drives them crazy. It can add 20 minutes to whatever you want to your game. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we're not gonna talk about that game. You know, free game is game, y'all. Game is game. You know, so these women, man, they want to humble your ass. And they don't want you knowing how fine you are. They don't want you knowing how much they think about you, about what you say, about how long and hard they think about it at night while they're laying with their man, while they're using their rose. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, you gotta smash that like button. They don't want you to know this. And when you do know it, it pisses them off even more. It's like, how dare you know that I find you extremely attractive and I'm trying to humble you and give you all these different gestures to let you know that I like you. Listen, let me tell you something. Pretty women, or self-proclaimed pretty women, don't want to make the first move. So, you know, they'll just do this thing where they'll try to orbit you in a way or get your attention, and then when you don't bite, they think that you don't notice it and think that you don't know women's nature or how women signal. No, no, no. No, and you see it, but you know what I'm saying? She has a mouth and she can use it. And in this sense, you know, just hey, appreciate it, appreciate it. In this sense, just using her mouth to say words to you, but their ego. See, when you guys are listening online and they're talking all this goofy stuff about men don't understand women's nature and they don't understand that it's a man's job to approach, these rules were never set in place. You're trying to force social structure onto us that we obviously don't participate with. But then they'll make it seem like it's the social standard. These standards are projected upon us through social media, which we all know is just different ways to make money through having us spending our money on courting women that are being courted by other men. You know what I'm saying? So when you have these women out here that talk in this circle talking babble, you know, not taking any responsibility, just online running their mouth. Hey, what's up? What's going on, my man? What's going on? Hey, let me go ahead and see if the timeout button is working for me yet. They still not letting me use this timeout? That's crazy. All right, well, I guess I gotta block you. You know what I'm saying? No problem for me. You want me to use the timeout button, I'll just block people, ain't no problem. Anyway, y'all, smash that like button if you're here under good intentions. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you guys think this is. You know what I mean? You're coming over here trolling. If you're coming in from the shorts feed, make sure you hit those top 3 buttons. It'll give you the like, dislike, whatever. Just make sure you smash one of those. It's about the engagement. But the humbling process that we go through from these women is crazy to me. You know what I mean? Like, they watch you and study you. You know, I was listening to one of these, I don't know, dating coaches, what they call themselves, but most of them start off like therapists or whatever, you know what? And she was talking crazy like this. You know, she was talking crazy like men are trying to humble pretty women because not trying to approach them and all this other stuff. Don't that sound like narcissism? Why do they think that we want to approach them because they're pretty? Why do they think that they're supposed to be approached because they're pretty? Where is this coming from? This entitlement, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's this entitlement coming from? I think some of that flour got on my face. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Where is this entitlement coming from? Why do they think that they're supposed to be approached? Why do they think that men are trying to humble them because we're not approaching them? Could it be that we're just focusing on ourselves and we know our worth? See, let me tell you something. Dating got messed up when online dating and social media got brought into things. And when women were shown too many options and given too many options, they ruined dating. They ruined it, man. They completely destroyed it. Because here's the thing. God never intended for women to have options like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how you know it's the devil's work, because God made it to where naturally there's normally like twice as many women as there is men. So women have to go for the men in proximity or whatever and go for a good man, or based off the fact that there's just less men than women. But with what social media did and online dating is it skewed the numbers. It made women think that there's enough options for all of them to have this great man, and that's not true. So like on the dating apps and everything else, they be making it to where there's like 2 to 3 times as many, or 2 to 3 men to every 1 woman, making the women think that there's more men than women, and there's not. So there's these weird women out here that think that all of them will be able to get this great guy, and come to find out they're ending up sharing them. You know what I mean? It's a lot of messy work out here. But again, they don't ever want to tell you that you're attractive or that you're handsome. You know, they don't want to let it be known. They want to watch you. You know, they want to make sure that they're keeping up with everything you're saying. They want to make sure that they're paying attention to whatever you're putting out, because they know that you're subtly influencing culture. And they like that. They like how you move. You know, they know you're playing chess, but they don't want to tell you. And then they'll like try to gaslight you. It's crazy when I hear women saying that attractive men are trying to humble attractive women by ignoring them. Maybe we don't find you attractive. Who told you that? Like that's crazy. What's going on, fam? What's going on? They'll just assume that someone's trying to humble them because we're going through this situation right now where men know their worth and we're just not approaching random women because you look good. You know, we know there's a lot that goes into you looking good when you leave your house. Caking makeup on, if you're on social media, then there's a filter added, possible wigs, possible waist trainers. We don't really know what else you have going on with you. And again, there's a lot more of you than us. It doesn't matter what social media says, it makes you feel like, because they're a bunch of thirsty ass males. As far as real men, there are way less of us than there are of you. And as much as y'all like to make yourselves think that you're this rare dime out of all these other women because social media guys are pandering to you, you look like all the rest. You know what I'm saying? You look like all the rest. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not getting it. I don't know what's going on here. It's weird. Yeah. It's got some Arabic stuff going on here. I don't know what y'all are doing in here, but I hope you're not trolling. I don't want to block anybody. I'm always on the look. I don't know what those Arabic things are saying there. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. You know, here's my whole problem with it, right? You can't just assume that attractive men notice you and are ignoring you, and then try to make it seem like whatever you're saying is coming from a good place. To me, it seems like you're just kind of forcing conversation. It seems like you're kind of projecting onto us to assume that you're so attractive that all men want you, and they're trying to humble you by not paying you any attention. And you're a woman, and a woman will not build any kind of kingdom. She won't protect, provide for you or nothing, but you're trying to humble her because you think her cheeks are so special that you need to make sure that she's humble before you approach. Is the wildest thing to ever be said out of anyone's mouth. But women are saying things like this on a regular basis. You know, as if dudes are just running around here. You know, women think like this. This is when they say stuff like this, I don't care if they say it with a smirk and a monotone and everything like that and a calm demeanor. That is sinister as hell. That is sinister as hell. You know, to try to gaslight somebody into thinking that they're looking at you but trying to humble you, and you're a woman, that you're not going to protect, provide, or nothing. You're not going to build a kingdom for nobody. But maybe we just know better. We do see you and we see trouble and we just automatically block you out. How is that not a possibility? You know, like, why are you making up other scenarios where you're the light of our life and we don't even know who you are? You know what I'm saying? Let's see what's going on here. Why is it hard for men to just focus on the grind and not sway from any trickery? I don't know, man. You know what I mean? A lot of men are focusing on the grind, but a lot of males are tricking out here. And women don't care anymore where they get attention from. It can be a child, it can be a dog, a cat. If the bears weren't mauling them in the woods, it could be a bear. You know, it can be a male and not a man. They don't care where the attention comes from. You know what I'm saying? And it's disgusting. So their ego is so crazy that they're no longer wanting the attention from the men they find attractive. They'll just get the attention from whoever they can. And then when they don't get what they want, then they can just get online and talk a bunch of smack, which they used to do with their homegirls, but now they can do it online. And all men that fall into the archetype, the man that she's gaslighting, gotta listen to this BS now. You know what I'm saying? So she's able to try to punish all of us for some alpha Chad that put her ass in her place. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. And these women all be therapists and have all these degrees, act like children online. Now, you gotta understand, some of these women do know better, but they're trying to go viral. So they'll say whatever needs to be said to go viral too, you know, and then after going to try to clean it up or whatever, you know, whatever to catapult their business, you know. So it's all fake and it's just a bunch of mouth running, but they do try to humble you. So like I said, there's a lot of truth in jest and there's a lot of truth in projection. They are trying to humble you. You know, whenever you're doing whatever you're doing, these women are trying to humble your ass. Looks like social media has convinced them that women 5 out of 10 clearly can get a 5. Okay, a 5 out of 10. I guess what you mean. Can get a 10 out of 10 man, but the real their worth max or 4 or less. Yeah, man. Like I said on the other live stream, I was watching the Whatever podcast, and it's letting her know that even though she thinks she's a 10, she's overweight, and by her being overweight, that she's not the ideal woman for the man that she wants, and that maybe she needs to rethink her options based off of the reality of the situation, which is she's overweight and obese, and she got up and walked away. They cannot handle reality. So social media, and this is what it is, we can't, and you know what we're going to stop doing? Because they'll use that as their way out of this. They're going to use that social media thing. We need to hold them accountable, right? Even though social media is an out for them to stroke their ego and build these echo chambers, you know, the same way they come attacking us and saying that, you know, us watching corn and us playing video games is our out to escape reality. That's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're doing when they go online. When they go online and they wear their super tight, best dresses, best makeup. Wait till after they get their hair done, pay for getting their hair done because you know everybody's broke, so they gotta wait till they get their hair done, and then go online using the best lighting and filters they can and make these videos. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's them doing the same thing. That's them escaping reality so they can be fed what they want to be, you know, what they want to hear from the people that support them. They don't have to give, they could wear a hoodie. They could wear, you know what I'm saying, whatever that is, it covers up their entire body. You know what I'm saying, including their face. But, or they could just do things where they're putting out content, not even showing themselves. Right? No, they got to get out there. You be seeing these chicks like Sade Khan wearing the tightest possible, and I'm not, listen, what we're not going to do is act like Sade Khan is not fine as hell. She's fine as hell, but she also seems crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? And I say that respectfully. I say that respectfully. You know, because she's like a therapist and she uses her psychological skills to psychologically manipulate men. A lot of stuff she says, she's really smart. A lot of stuff she says is just to trigger men. It's to get you upset and leave a bunch of crazy comments and shit. But she's one of those women, it's like really fine. And she'll put out some stuff, but this is what she'll do, right? She'll wear super tight. She'll make sure the camera guy pans into her pretty face. And then, and this is what, you know, and again, these women keep saying that we try to humble them. What we're gonna do is acknowledge the women that are pretty, because we don't have no problem letting them know, right? That's what we're gonna do, because they keep thinking we're trying to humble them. No, we have no problem with acknowledging that you are beautiful women, regardless of the makeup and the filters. You're still gonna look good, you know, because you got keeping your body tight. And as far as I'm concerned, that body, keeping your body tight, it'll keep you up to like a 9 status. I'm that big on body game that as hard as I work for it, I should acknowledge the women hard that don't do too much where they're veiny and stuff. So they're like, you know what I'm saying? They're still looking, but you can tell that they work out. They maintain a certain level of body fat, but don't go over it or go too low. You know what I'm saying? I like that, you know? And then I like how when a woman knows how to wear a dress, that accentuates her curves and stuff, and she knows how to hit those angles and make sure the editor, no, I know she's up in there like, no, use these clips, and no, I don't like that, you know, and she knows how to use the angle face or whatever. I like that kind of stuff, man. You know what I mean? It's cool, but you're still manipulating stuff. You're still out here, you know what I'm saying, presenting a certain image of yourself so that you can get clicks and views to the point that you're making, which is probably, you know, you being upset in some type of way that the type of men that you want won't move the way that you want them to, probably in the way of pursuing you. And as much as, you know, like Sade Khan and other women keep saying that, like she just dropped a video where she says, you know, men, I might be mispronouncing her first name, but she's an Indian lady. Um, that I mean, you could say she looks like Kim Kardashian in her hay, but no, she looks Indian. She's like an attractive Indian woman. But it's so, you know what I mean? Manipulation is what I'm saying. Okay, it's still manipulation, and she even admits in one of her videos that handsome men don't have to pursue women. She says that, you know, handsome men have this particular, she sees a particular, you know, uh, type of situation where women approach them, and she says that handsome men don't normally end up with real pretty. So in her own little way, she's like, she even said that handsome men, um, they don't know when pretty women are flirting with them, or they are not aware that the proper date is for handsome men or men to approach women. That's the way you like for men to date. That don't mean it's the proper way of dating. There ain't never nothing that came out with a booklet on how to approach or move on women when you're a grown-ass man. You can't tell a man how to do anything. And this is where I'm talking about where she projects her insecurities or what she has a problem, and she'll do it with a half smile and a tone. And when I see that stuff, I'll be like, good God, you got a demon side to you. Now again, she's very professional. I don't think she uses the demon side. She can manipulate low IQ men, which again is fine. And you know what I'm saying? Keep these goofies off R&B, but I mean, any man that has a little bit of an IQ and he's attractive, the stuff that she says, there's truth to some of it, because you can tell, like, okay, what did she say? Situation where they can attract women to them. Who do you think she's talking about, bro? Who's out here talking about I attract women to me and I'm dropping all this psychological, philosophical type stuff that women love to hear that shows that you have a mind? Come on, man. Just like these women know what men are watching them and they use that in their favor, I know the type of women that watch me and I use it in my favor. That's why I gotta make sure when I come out here, I can't just be saying any bibbity boppity boo. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oogity boogity nigga type shit. I can't be out here doing that because I have therapists watching me. I have really smart women watching me. So I have to get out here and drop some. I gotta drop a big shit out here, man. I can't be out here just saying any, you know, everything, man. I gotta be doing what I gotta do. So I'm gonna be watching what I be saying because I told you, you know, I'm all into this psychological stuff too. And I study women, and women, they do want this superhero Negro and this Giga Chad. They want a guy that's like super, they want Batman. You know what I'm saying? They want a guy that can, you know, be out saving, you know what I'm saying, fighting criminals and saving lives at night, and during the day he's a humanitarian, as a lawyer or something, in some type of way legally saving lives, and then go home and, you know, have a garden and cook meals from scratch. You know, have a workout routine where he only has to work out an hour and a half a day and be chiseled like a Greek god while catering to her hand and foot and treating her like no other woman has ever been treated, while also keeping every other woman away from him and never cheating. This is what they be going for, man. It's absolute nonsense, and they want this kind of guy. And see, I know that. So what I do is, and I know you guys are gonna be like, well, I mean, David, that's crazy. Is it? Is it? To use this superhero person that these women want to just add to the greatest version that you're trying to be of yourself anyway. And, you know, even if you fall a little bit short, women are still going to be drawn to you, man. Because instead of, and again, a lot of what women say is babble, but they believe in a lot of it. And you have to figure out how women think, man, to stay ahead of them and keep them intrigued while keeping them at bay and showing them that you have priorities in your life, which makes them more wet. I'm giving y'all some game out here, man. I'm dropping you some game. I'm telling you, man. Man, y'all know I'll be having women come after me. They're not gonna come over here and admit it. But man, I'll be having, man, listen. I ain't been checking my Snapchat. Sorry about that, sweetheart. Sorry about that, ladies. I ain't been on, man, I don't know. Yeah, I be on Snapchat a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting back on there and they sending me videos. Man, y'all looking good. Y'all are getting in shape, man. You know, I hope those booties are natural. You know, I like a natural booty. If y'all getting a little BBL, you know what I'm saying? Just a little BBL in there, not a whole, you know what I'm saying? Full BBL, I can't really tell. Look pretty natural. It's looking good. Looking good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But again, you know, getting back to the women trying, those are the good ones right there. The ones sending me videos and stuff like that. And busting it wide open for me in videos and calling me daddy and all that. Man, I'm telling you, but when you're an attractive man, life is different. And it bothers women. It also bothers males. But I understand males being upset. That's why I keep a lot of my gifts to myself. I don't be out here showing my eyes all the time. You got dudes evil eyeing you and you over here just trying to do what you do for the ladies. It is what it is. But the women, man, the women will try to humble you more. A dude will just be like, oh, look at this dude, he's a goofy, and then he'll move on. A woman will try to put action into it. They are the way they are conditioned to be. Their moms taught them, I don't need no man, and men ain't S. And now they spew the same ish. We're gonna go ahead and show that comment. I don't know why they blocked it. That goes right along with the narrative of the conversation. You know, YouTube's getting really strict on blocking comments. That comment is completely fine. I would pin it to the top if I could. It sounds like a message to me. You know, I don't see no lie there. You know what I mean? No lies told. I appreciate you joining the conversation with your wisdom and knowledge. It definitely is true. We're dealing with third and fourth generation, I need no man, men ain't shit type of women. And even though these kind of ideologies were really formed by the American black and white woman, they've been taken on by any woman that comes over to America, no matter what her ethnicity or origin is. So we're really dealing with it out here, you know. And I believe that they're taking it on because they see it as a very great humbling tactic to keep in a certain place so that you don't really know your worth. But you have to pay attention to how they move. If they didn't care like we don't care, they wouldn't study us so much. Why are they studying certain ones? You have to watch what women say, brother. Oh, what do you mean watch what they say? It's not so much as the words that come out of their mouth. You have to read between the lines. You know what I mean? I'm dropping game, man. When a woman like Sade Khan says handsome men are in a particular situation where women approach them, there's only so many men online talking about being handsome and women approaching them. And I know you're going to be like, well, David, a lot of men are claiming to be handsome and they're dropping videos. Well, that's true. But a lot of these guys have been doing that for quite some time. And Sade Khan has only been recently talking to handsome men and talking about alpha men in a certain kind of way recently. So it probably ain't these guys been doing it for years. You have to read the lines on things. I'm not saying she's talking about me in particular. You got to remember, since I've come out, other men have come out around the same time and whatever. So it could be any one of us, but it's definitely someone that's of recent. You know, because it's not just about being physically tough looking. A woman that's a therapist like her, you're not going to just, of course they won't. Even a woman that is intellectual like herself, she still looks for a physical. That's why she made a video. See, she speaks in code. When she drops these certain clips where she's like an alpha man is the kind of man that's masculine and but his masculinity. She's letting men know the kind of archetype of male that she finds attractive. And if you're smart enough to read between the lines, you can see the code that she's giving you. You know what I'm saying? And with that, and you see that type of woman and that archetype, if she's noticing you, or at least the archetype of man that you are, then you know what level you're at. And you can up level and adjust accordingly. I'm dropping game right now. You guys smash that like button. I am dropping game, and game is game. If you have certain women watching your social media, that's the level that you're at. And if these women are fine as hell, you know, you know what I'm saying? And again, we're going to end about this. When a woman is fine as hell, we're not going to sit here and be like, we're not going to find ways to pick her apart. Let's give her the acknowledgement of her body being on point. You can pick apart her ideology and her mind all you want to. But I don't think that we should be like women and ignore the obvious. They have a physical quality about them that brought you to their video. And I think we should acknowledge it. Now, after acknowledging it, you can destroy whatever she's saying. You know what I'm saying? Women ain't ass, guys only want to keep me alive. And he's the only one who will never let me down. Amen, brother. Man, what happened to you? Looks like someone spent too much time in the sun. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? What are you, you're trying to gaslight? Oh, let me go on ahead and let me know what I think about your goofy off-topic opinion. Now you're forever banished to the shadow realm. You know what I'm saying? You're forever banished to the shadow realm. You will never be able to comment from that troll profile again on my platform. You know what I'm saying? Have a nice life, bitch ass nigga. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? You guys, listen. These women out here, they love how you move. They love how you handle business, and they find you super attractive. And it don't matter, like I said, it don't matter what level of celebrity. We're noticing even celebrity women, as they're starting to hit the wall, are breaking down and talking about how much they miss a good man. The reason why this is being said is because men are representing ourselves very well right now. And I don't care what a woman says, they like looking at strong, masculine men, especially those that are in alignment with God. And also listen to women that talk like a man, she wants a man with a special spiritual connection with God. Doesn't have to be along the lines of just in a religious, as long as they have a direct connection with God. These are women that are watching people like you. They're noticing your archetype. They're studying. You have to read between lines, man, so you can know who is watching you, what level you're at. You know what I'm saying? Maybe take some of the things they're saying and upgrade as well. But you just gotta move like this, man. And as you're upgrading, you're turning them on more. And they'll start obvious things. When you're working out on your platform, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, whatever, you don't know who's watching you. You have no idea. You have no idea. These women could be watching you. I have women that want me to share my live streams to them so they can masturbate to me. They tell me straight up. Some of them are bold enough to jump into my comment section and say, got the rose. So I know what to do. Take the shades off and let them get off and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. I don't give a shit. I like it when they tell me, I'm going to give you a show. But you don't think that other women are, and these are super attractive women that have sent me their videos after they're done. And we're talking about squirt show and all kind of stuff. And that's to watching me work out on it. So listen, you don't think there's other women doing the same, just not letting you know? Attractive women, because the ones sending me this stuff, they're attractive as well. They know not even bother me if they're not attractive. You know, you got to be physically fit. I don't have any out of shape women sending me anything. I would you out. I would cuss you out. I would be like, how dare you? How dare you? Sending me your out of shape body? Oh no. No. I'm gonna tell you about yourself. I work too hard to be having some wide back, big backs. I don't need none of you. I don't need none of that, man. And none of them no big back women send me anything. They're always fit women. And again, man, these are the cool ones. But a lot of attractive women with a little bit of clout, They don't want to tell you nothing, man. But they obsess over you. They want to humble you. You know, they don't want you to know. I'm telling you this because I can observe things. I notice stuff. You know, if you don't know my background, you know, I was in the military and then I worked for the, so, you know, I've acquired a certain, you know what I'm saying, unique set of skills. You know what I mean? You know, and a lot of it is psychological. And I know how to just maneuver in a way to keep women guessing, but to just also just turn them on in a way to where they want me pulling their hair, you know, and folding them up like a pretzel. You know what I'm saying? With, you know, their head hitting the headboard. You know, maybe my foot on their hip point in time. They want this, and I know you guys are like, oh, this guy right here. This guy right here gets women no problems. This guy right here turns down women. This guy right here, and they never admit it, this guy right here gets a lot of women wet. This guy right here is why some men out there have gotten an increase in bedroom fun. You know, I should be being thanked. You know what I mean? Especially during Leo season. I mean, come on, you guys. I'm just being real with you, man. You know, I'm turning women on a whole different way. You gotta have a different kind of energy, you know, and I just lean all the way into who I am. It's like, listen, you know, before I go, 37 minutes is ridiculous. But before I go and go work out on TikTok real quick and then do insanity, you know, you would be surprised at how many women use you for motivation daily, at, you know, people you've inspired to get in shape, maintain their shape. You don't know how many women that you've inspired to know that, hey, all men aren't trash. There is an elite level of man out there that can keep up with your elite level of ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious, man. And then when they know that you're able to see, women like to put dudes in categories and they think that all dudes are in certain boxes. Intellectual dudes fall into like a beta box. Physically attractive dudes fall into like an alpha box. But, you know, and then spiritual guys, the old school spiritual guys just, you know, I don't know, man. They just look sus and it's too weird. You know what I'm saying? So you had those three boxes, but the Sigmas found a way to combine all three and, you know, be smooth as hell with it. And it's just a new kind of man that's making women wonder, why did I get married? Well, you don't have to wonder why you got married. And no one's telling you to get divorced, but you still get those cheeks smashed. I'm just telling you, you know what I'm saying? And again, you know, it's stimulating them. See, here's my thing. When I study women, because I know they study us, so when I study women, I'm like, how can I be the ultimate dude? I'm already becoming my best version, but how can I drive them crazy? You know, is that sinister? I don't think so. I don't think, leave me a comment if you think it is. I don't call it sinister. I just be thinking, how can I drive these females and these women wild, right? So I study the ones that are watching me. And the stuff I'm doing naturally, I combine it with what I'm studying. And, you know, I start doing stuff that just turns women on in an incredible way. With my man's intuition, I'm able to just, you know, and I'm tapped in, I'm able to just know what women want. And when I'm making videos, I know what to do to drive them crazy. You know, it's what God gives you whenever you tap in properly and you're not out here spilling your seed and fapping or busting all over a bunch of chicks all the time. You know how to turn on women and then vet the ones and find your queen. You know what I mean? What's going on, fam? What's going on? Hey, what's going on, fam? What's up? What's going on from San Diego? I appreciate your brother. Salute, salute. You know what's going on. Y'all hear men going their own way. talking about how women are noticing, and again, the men that are going their own way. See, when you go your own way, it's a simple way of describing men that have spiritually tapped in and they know their worth. And when you know your worth, you are now the Neo, you are now the God of this realm, the version of you which is, you know what I'm saying, your highest version, you're a God of this realm, you know what I'm saying, being a representation of the living God, right? And in this God mode, you're not thinking about just how many women can I get. You're like, well, my vessel's important. There's a lot of these going on over here and this and that and the third, and a lot of, you know, too much ideology and feminine. So I'm just gonna kind of like take it over. You're starting to look around, looking things up. You're always looking for the best option for yourself that gives you the best peace. You know what I mean? And you're looking for a woman that can, you know, add to you. And you're listening to how women talk, and you look past just, you know what I'm saying, women's physical, and the women can see your your spiritual your spiritual aura, your spiritual essence increase, and then you get the spiritual um, intelligence. You know what I'm saying? And then what they don't know, which is what I like to talk about on my Patreon, I like to call it like your spiritual energy. You can tap into that, and when you're tapping into the spiritual energy, which is really like your soul's energy, you can work out, and the weight feel like feathers. You can work out endlessly. You can probably smash cheeks endlessly. You know what I'm saying? You're able to not only live off very little sleep, but thrive and look even younger. And when you oversleep, you look more tired. It's like peak condition. And when you fast, you're really tapped in. That's what yesterday I fasted. I fasted like 21 hours or something crazy like that. But the tapping in that you get to, and the spiritual energies, you know, and again, you know, I'm doing a lot of research to this, you know what I'm saying? But the no fap, not wasting the seed, I really feel like you can tap into like a spiritual energy. And I don't want to go into too much detail about what I feel like that is. Again, briefly gave you a description what I think it is. I believe that to be true because I do it every day. I work it all the time. I'm never sore when I'm doing what I need to be tapped into the spiritual energy. You know what I'm saying? And women, the spiritual energy is not like your regular, I'm eating healthy energy. It's not like your regular, I'm just semen retention energy. Is, you know, they can see, sense, feel, you know, damn near taste your connection you have directly with God. And they can see you in your God form in this realm, and it's just super attractive to them. They're drawn to you like moths to flames. They can't stay away. Even the women that hate your guts still watch you. Like, you're super attractive to women that can't stand your ideology. Can't stand it. Makes them want to throw up. But looking at you makes them want to go grab that rose and do what they do. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that, man. You trigger, you know, that kind of reaction. Because the mental stimulation on top of the physical stimulation, on top of the spiritual stimulation, and when you have tapped in properly to this, you know what I'm saying, this spiritual energy, man. You know, your voice is like the voice of God to these women. Just your words alone, it does something to them. Just when you speak, man. And see, when you can, I'm dropping game. When you can keep a woman aroused by just how you speak, how you move, and what you're saying ain't even stuff that's like kissing a woman's ass. You got them. You got something going on. When you can arouse women into consistently coming after you, and arouse women so much that they're studying you and wondering why do women chase you, including themselves. Because for them to notice men that don't have to pursue women, then that means that they're noticing the men that don't have to pursue women. They're noticing women pursuing those men. So they're observing these men as well. And we all know that women don't look or pay any attention to men they don't find attractive. As a matter of fact, they don't see 80% of men. They find them grotesque, disgusting, and don't even see them. So do you think a woman's going to study a man that she don't find attractive? Of course not. You know what I'm saying? So, knowing this information, man, helps you move different. You know what I'm saying? Knowing this information lets you know where you're at, because we're living in narcissistic times. No one wants to tell anybody they got it going on and whatnot. But what you have to do, and I'm going to say this before I go, you have to work on yourself, y'all. I'm telling you, you're men, and they're never going to tell you this, but just retaining your seed and fasting and eating right, drinking plenty of water, man, plenty of water, and doing exercises. Now, here's my thing. When you work out, don't try to destroy your body. Make workout routines that work for you. How do you figure it out? Well, you do things, and if they make you too sore or break down, you do something different until you figure out something. Some people can do really well with light weights, high reps. Some people can do really well with heavy weights, low reps. Some people need to do calisthenics and weights, hit training, all kind of stuff, right? You got to mix it up, with some people. But make sure you get a good workout regimen that challenges you, but doesn't break you down. You can maintain a certain look of appeal at all times, man. Just be super physically attractive as much as you possibly can. And when you're working on that, women are going to be drawn to you, and just don't pay them no attention. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you see them, but they'll start thinking that you don't know when women are flirting with you. Of course you do, but you're a man. When you say, oh, well, you're going to have to approach me, flirting ain't enough. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you you're going to approach me? Well, that's what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to stand on it. And it bothers them. It makes them make up stuff again, like, oh, men don't know this, and they don't know the right way to date. And, well, if I don't know, why do you keep watching me? If I don't know what I'm doing, what makes you keep? I know what to do to keep you interested. That's all that matters. You gotta reach out to somebody and figure out how they really think. You can't pick a man's mind like myself through the videos I post. I think too much about what I'm gonna say before I come out here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Just my opinion. Just wanted to get out here and speak about how, women will try to humble you when you're a super attractive man. And there's nothing you can do about it. Most women aren't woman enough to tell you they find you attractive. And they'll treat you worse than they would treat an unattractive man. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to humble you more. You know what I'm saying? While simultaneously being turned on. But I know this. And I want you brothers to know it as well. If a woman's giving you a hard time, she likes you. They don't waste their time with unattractive men. They don't. If any unattractive dude comes around them, they're gonna say something, because they're gonna even at you different. They're gonna try to put you down differently than they would do an unattractive dude. An unattractive guy, listen, an unattractive guy, they're gonna shut his ass down in a way to make him think about what she said for days. You know what I'm saying? Say something crazy, that's why your mama dead. Dead. You know what I'm saying? Also, she never say nothing crazy to you like that. And, I mean, you're too attractive for that. They're gonna try to, I had a woman the other day on Facebook, like I said, I was shutting down this goofy woman that posts twerking videos, talking crazy about men. This woman politely told me to mind my business, but she said it something like, David, you need to something. Laugh out loud at the end. Again, they'll even shut you down in a polite way. They didn't want to say nothing too crazy to you. You're too attractive for that. They don't want to piss you off. You know what I'm saying? They'll even make little hints and gestures in their videos about what they would like for you to correct, being an attractive man like you are, but they'll never come straight out and try to tell you what to do. They know better. They don't want to piss you off like that, I'm telling you. Look, y'all, anyway, I'm not going to hold you. I appreciate y'all joining me. I'm gonna try to get this pre-recorded video already made, get it edited and posted before I have this 9 a.m. appointment, but it gives me plenty of time to get some things done. I'm gonna get off of here and go work out, do some therapy, you know what I'm saying, my type of therapy. And then I might jump back on here a little bit. But I appreciate you guys. Leave a comment if you agree or disagree. But make sure, most importantly, you guys are smashing that like button. The channel is growing. The videos are doing great. So keep doing what you're doing. You know, sharing the videos. Share it to Facebook, your sneaky link to whoever, your friends. I'm not cussing too much in all of them. You know, definitely didn't do it in the one tonight. Even gave you guys a more monotone. So it's definitely shareable. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all. I'm your brother.